So this is Nigeria, and despite it being arguably the most blessed place on earth, it has not been able to convert its riches into prosperity, as it's ranked and regarded as the poverty capital of the world, and has always been in total chaos, right from its mendacious inception and amalganation in 1914 by Lord Frederick Lugard, under the directive of the British Crown, without considering the ethnic and religious difference of the people that possessed the land prior to the British colonization. But the truth is that for the past 109 years, the need to succeed and break away from Nigeria has never been strong or evident than the past few years. But the question is why? Why are some certain groups trying to succeed? Notably, the southeastern part of the country, otherwise known as the Biafrans. Well guys, in this video we'll be answering the question and really trying to find out the real reason why the southeastern part of Nigeria are trying to succeed or break away from Nigeria. Trying to understand also the possible repercussion and benefits if it actually happens. So please, if you've not liked this video and subscribe. If you don't like this video, like the video and subscribe, cause it will actually not hurt you if you do, but it will actually hurt me if you don't. So like I said earlier before, like the video and subscribe, cause it won't hurt you if you do, but it will actually hurt me if you don't. So let's get right into the video. Peace. For us to understand the reason for the Biafrans trying to succeed, we must first go back to the roots as far back as 1966. You see, prior to 1966, there was really no idea or push for the division of Nigeria. Rather, it was really promulgated by some northern officers, notably former head of state, General Murtala Muhammad. But if we are to dive deep, we get to understand that the issue of southeastern Nigeria trying to succeed to become Biafran stemmed from the first military coup carried out on the 15th of January 1966 by mostly Igbo Christian officers led by Major Kaduna Nzogu. You see, based on research, this was the point of the genesis for the agitation to succeed, as it was the major propelling catalyst that gave rise to different repercussive events that necessitated the need for succession. Let me explain. You see, after independence, or possibly even before independence from the British, there was this sense of subtle distrust, hatred and disunity between the three major ethnic groups, which were the Yorubas in the southwest, the Igbos in the southeast, and the Muslim Hausa Fulani in the north. And this was simply because of different religious and cultural beliefs within the three ethnic groups. But after independence, the first 6 years was kind of a disaster, but truthfully, not really compared to what the country is actually facing now. But yet, as of the time, some military officers thought it to be wise or be of national interest to disrupt a democratically elected government, but not also disrupting it by killing notable northern leaders in the process like Sir Tafawa Balewa and Ahmadu Bello. But they didn't reciprocate the favor to their top Igbo brothers in high-ranking position. You see, despite some members of the coup plotters like Adewale Ademoyiga coming out to say that the January 15, 1966 coup wasn't an Igbo coup, I beg to differ, and it's kind of hard to take in because the truth is that action speaks louder than words, and that's just the fact. But there was going to be reciprocation for the sad events of January 1966, and that's just the truth. But let's fast forward some couple of months into 1966, precisely from the 26th of July to the 1st of August, where there was a counter coup that ousted the new head of state, General J.T. Aguiyi Ironsi, who was of Igbo origin. And when I mean ousted, I mean brutally murdered. Well, the coup was spearheaded by northern officers, notably T.Y. Danjuma, and future head of state and upcoming war hero on the side of Nigeria in the Nigerian Biafran war, in the person of Muritala Muhammad. Now, this is where the idea of southeastern part of Nigeria succeeding started coming into light. And this is because after the July counter coup, General Yakubu Gowon came into power, and there was really a massive pogrom and genocidal killing of Igbo indigenes in the north by northerners. You see, the genocidal killing was subtle and was not in a massive scale within the months leading to the July 1966 counter coup, but it was evident and more pronounced after the July 1966 counter coup. And this was retaliation for the January 1966 coup. But why retaliate by killing hundreds of thousands of innocent Igbo? And that's the question. There was already subtle hatred and disunity within the three major tribes prior to independence, and that's fact. Now, this is the main reason why Biafra was born and the southeastern part of Nigeria declared its sovereignty, and this is simply because of its security. Like, most people don't even understand how the lives of Igbo men wasn't safe in the north, and how it went from mass killing to genocidal annihilation of the Igbo race. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. You see, most biased and uneducated researchers would favor the falsified media publicized story of the Eastern governor Chukwuemeka Odubegwu Ojukwu quest for power as the main reason for the Biafran succession. But over the years, historical evidence has shown that the allegation is actually very far from the truth. Well, fast forward a year later, on the 30th of May 1967, after much negotiation and peace talk failed as a result of the federal government of Nigeria failing to reach a compromise of confederalism, which would reduce the intended marginalization and increase the security of the Igbo people. As a result of the failure of the federal government, Chukwuemeka Odubegwu Ojukwu declared the southeastern part of Nigeria a sovereign state of Biafra, and the rest is history.
It will for us be deliverance for freedom.
Now let's fast forward 53 years after the bloody Nigerian Biafran War. And you may ask, why is the spirit of the succession still burning brightly in the southeastern part of Nigeria? Well, you could leave your answer in the comment section. But the truth is that there are only three reasons for this, which is 1. Marginalization, 2. Security, and 3. Nnamdi Kanu. Let me explain. You see, the marginalization of the Igbos is even more evident as of 2023 than 1969 and 1970. And this is simply because of the fact that history is always written by the victors of war. And after the Nigerian Biafran War ended, the victors of war placed themselves within favorable position of power and institutionalized the Nigerian power system to favor the victors of war. Yes, the southeastern part of Nigeria is arguably less impoverished than the north, but it still doesn't change anything, as marginalization from power makes it difficult for a typical southeasterner to propel himself within his own country without being seen as a second-class citizen, and that's just a fact.
Prior to that, they had some scout cars.
Secondly, security. You see, the southeastern part of Nigeria, or the southeasterners, are facing the same struggle which their fathers fought for during the Nigerian Civil War, as the main cause of the war hasn't even been resolved in the first place. And the security of an Igbo man, to be frank, as a normal citizen of Nigeria, is still not even guaranteed anywhere in Nigeria. And that's just the truth. But these first two reasons I gave earlier before gave rise to the third, which is Nnamdi Kanu. You see, despite with me personally not really agreeing with every viewpoint of Nnamdi Kanu, I would frankly say that he single-handedly revived the topic of Biafra, notably amongst youths, and that's just the fact. Well, like I said earlier before, the main reason for the revival of the Biafran ideology or movement is simply because of number one, marginalization, and number two, security. But we can't just say the two without adding the role Nnamdi Kanu played in the emancipation of his countrymen. And that's just the truth. Well, guys, I'm all out and I would love to talk some more, but you can't really say everything in one video. So in the next video, I will be expatiating more on the topic of Biafra. So please, like I said earlier before, if you've not liked this video, like this video and subscribe. If you don't like this video, like the video and subscribe, cause it won't hurt me if you do, but it will actually hurt me if you don't. So like I said earlier before, like this video, subscribe, like this video and subscribe. Stay safe and stay blessed. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself, guys. Peace.